Hi Leo, welcome to your general tarot tune-in. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. This is Tarot with Netta. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node in the sign of Leo. If you're new here, always like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And if the reading doesn't resonate with you, just check out your other placements. Okay, my dear Leo, it's been a minute. So I'm going to open your reading with one card from the Moonology Oracle guidebook, just to see what's grounding your reading at this time. And then we'll jump into the tarot. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. Leo, that's going to be hard. You are fixed energy. You like your routine. You don't like surprises too much, you know, unless it's like your birthday. Okay, North Node. Yeah, you can always look at your North Node by your birth year. And there's, you know, free calendars online. You can just Google like North Node yearly calendars. Yeah, so you could be like a Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, but your North Node is talking about your current life karma, past life karma versus current life dharma. So your South Node is who you were in your past life, and then your North Node is the opposing sign. So the characteristics that you should embody in the current life in order to fulfill your fullest potential. Yeah, so stepping out of your comfort zone. North Node lessons are not always easy, but they're the most rewarding. Okay, let's dive into your tarot. Stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay, so we'll go into your current challenge position, what's coming towards you, and your advice. Your current challenge position. I'm seeing heartbreak right in the middle of it. Yeah, some type of like Rico Suave. This is like pissing me off. You fell for it. Oh well, it's you're in the heartbreak. You're in some kind of like heartbreak. So there was a, you know, the Knight of Cups is like a very romantic, somebody who knows how to sway others, court, romanticize, like with their words, with their gestures, like very yeah, romantic. And you got played. What the hell, Leo? The Page of Swords here. This is like somebody that is communicating, but it's like, you know, childish communication, like very flirty, but not evolved, like, you know, just kind of like teenagers in high school, you know, they just kind of like, you're learning how to flirt, that type of thing. But I feel like you're over that phase of your life and you are really hopeful. This person kind of swept you off your feet. Like, it's been a while since anybody has really broken past your barriers, you know, and you kind of just were starting to let your guard down, and now for whatever reason you have your heart broken. On the flip side, I am seeing that potentially this could be for like two different collectives, different sets of Leos. It could be because this is in your challenge position, you could have a fear of heartbreak, you know, like maybe this person hasn't done anything. You're just kind of like hyper vigilant based off of your past experiences. Yeah, step out of your comfort zone. Okay, but let's look at the rest of your spread because yeah, you've got some tricky energy here. What's coming towards you? 2 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Yeah, I don't like the 7 of Swords either. This is talking about deception, lies, somebody who literally like steals from you. It could be like blatantly like just somebody who uses you for your time or your energy, or somebody who's going behind your back. They have ulterior motives. They're very conscious and aware of the type of stealing that they're doing. 5 of Wands, conflict. 3 of Wands. Yeah, you're looking at the bigger picture. You're looking at the long term. You could even be looking again, at your past experiences, and maybe any type of like romantic relationship that comes into our lives, if that's like where you're at in your life, like dating, getting to know people, if you find that you're attracting partners that have the similar characteristics or personality types or lifestyles as like people that you've already dated, and you're like, why, I've done all this self-work, why do I keep attracting the same types of partners? You got to step out of your comfort zone. Something you could be doing all the healing work. You could be in your mind thinking that you are like leveled up and self-aware, but there's still something that in your energetic field or in your environment, even, it might not even be you. I've looked into this at length, and I'm seeing that more and more people are struggling to meet decent partners that are willing, able, capable of, meeting others where they're at, especially if you are like kind of on that spiritual path. You're not as willing to let people into your energetic field. You're not just gonna let anybody into your life to kind of mess with your energy and your frequency and your environment. And for some reason you keep attracting those type of people, but I don't think it's just you. I think that's like what is mostly out there, unfortunately. And I've said it before, I think there is like some type of like, and I don't want to say war, but there is like some type of like major conflict happening between the feminine and the masculine energies at this time in the world overall, finding that balance of like give and take and honoring one another, honoring those elements within yourself, the masculine and the feminine. But yeah, in regards to like even as I'm sitting doing this reading, it's like I'm very subjective again. Like, I am a Leo sun, so it's like the long-term outlook is almost like very pessimistic. Like, oh, all these, people, all they do is like waste my time, they take from me, they just bring drama into my life. Almost like with that type of attitude, it might be like what you're calling in, but at the same time there is a need to like be vigilant and protect your energy and not just like go into it like naive. Stepping out of your comfort zone, yeah, that might be like it's quite possible that like maybe there's like places that you haven't been yet, that that there's like a better caliber of partner, or like people. Even to me, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner, it could be like friendships, like people who are more on like a higher frequency, that you're seeing them maybe like partake in like hobbies or activities that like you admire and you respect, and but you haven't quite put yourself out there because you're just still, you like your routine, you like your environment to be predictable. Okay, your advice. Whoa. Okay. Mood just like came running from the basement. Okay, 10 of Cups, 2 of Swords, and 5 of Pentacles. The 10 of Cups here with the 5 of Pentacles. Quite possible that you've been blindsided before too. Like, this is almost like calling, yeah, this is calling you to heal some type of perhaps like trauma or PTSD from a previous relationship. It could have been quite abusive and you're just like in denial, or have been in denial over it for years, because even while it was happening, it might have been just so ridiculous. Like, how is this happening to me? I'm a good person, like this doesn't happen to good people, just like verbally abusive, physically abusive, like you name it. And you just kind of like swept it under the rug. You know, there was a breakup, maybe a little bit back and forth for a while, but essentially it's out of your energetic field, it's out of your experience, your world of experience, but you haven't quite healed the energy that is still kind of like existing within you that maybe attracted this person in the first place. Those rose-colored glasses, maybe there was something, some kind of like childhood trauma, like attachment style that got you stuck in that, you know. And it's quite possible that you're feeling ready to heal parts of yourself that went through that abuse, like narcissistic abuse, like, you know, relationship abuse. Like that stuff is heavy and it can stay hidden for a very long time until the nervous system, the intuition, the subconscious is ready to start kind of digging, like bringing it back up to the surface and unpacking it, maybe even naming like the different emotions that come up, so they're not just like swimming like sharks underneath the surface, like ready to self-sabotage. Yeah, that could be like what has been going on for a little while. Yeah, that's might be why you're like, you know, I'm not like a loser. I'm not like living, you know, and I mean this like at the kindest way possible, but like, you know, you're like pretty put together and you're just like, why am I attracting people that are not? Like I don't want that. I want somebody who's my equal. But because of that, for like that, those things that you went through, they're still buried underneath the surface and you're just kind of like doing a good job like masking and hiding it. And I think it's time to do some like shadow work. Yeah, shadow work. Muladhara, root chakra. Root chakra, I like it. Connecting to the earth. Okay, let's read the description. Okay, Muladhara, root chakra. You have arrived in a place where you are very grounded in life. Your ideal home is in the process of manifestation and you are setting roots where you are. This reflects the deep healing work you have done to undo the ancestral ties that were previously holding you back. When you heal your personal life, you heal the lives of all of those who came before you and all who came after you. Ancestral hardships such as poverty, immigration, war, slavery, and abuse have come to an end, and you have set the path for a new way of being for all of your ancestors to come. Thank you for doing this work and anchoring deeply within. It is only when you heal the root that the tree can grow. Yeah, you're being called to do some like deep inner work right now, healing some like ancestral wounds. Yeah. Okay, my Leo, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know in the comments if it resonated, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.